Today we will talk about dictionaries and their role in learning Russian as a foreign language. Answering our questions will be certified Russian language teacher with extensive experience, Yulia Sichinava. How important do you think the use of a dictionary is in the process of learning Russian with a teacher? Dictionaries at first glance seem necessary. After all, each of us, when learning a foreign language, arms themselves with a pocket dictionary. It should be noted that for a long time in secondary school, the goal of teaching a foreign language was reading and writing with a dictionary. The goal was not to teach speaking, and even now some questionnaires ask if we know a foreign language and to what extent. There is a question, I read and write with a dictionary. Fortunately, with teaching Russian as a foreign language, the situation is completely different. At all levels of language learning, our goal is to speak. A person should speak without a dictionary because spoken language is spontaneous and unprepared. Can dictionaries also be avoided when learning other foreign languages with a teacher? To answer, I'll share an interesting story. Many years ago, the following situation occurred. My friend's daughter always wanted to learn foreign languages, practically since the age of 4. By the way, now she lives in Luxembourg, works at a university, and speaks 3 languages fluently, except for Russian. We are very proud of her achievements. When she was 11, her mother found her a good English tutor. I closely monitored her learning process, worried that everything would work out for her. Visiting them once, I wanted to look up something in a dictionary and found out that they didn't have an English-Russian or Russian-English dictionary in the house. My amazement knew no bounds. How can you start learning a language without a dictionary? Her mother explained that she hadn't had time to buy dictionaries. I was surprised. I used to think it was impossible to start learning a foreign language without a dictionary. Why don't you recommend using a dictionary at the initial stage of learning Russian? I used to teach Russian language and literature in an ordinary secondary school, and I never imagined I would teach a foreign language. Now, as a teacher of Russian as a foreign language, I can say that leaving a student alone with a dictionary at the initial stage is not advisable. Experienced teachers often do not recommend using a dictionary, especially at the beginning. It takes up a lot of time, and the student is poorly oriented in the dictionary. This hinders the development of language intuition, lowers motivation, and undermines the student's confidence. What is your attitude towards using online translators and applications? When I talk about dictionaries, I mean not only paper dictionaries but also applications and online translators. With gadgets, you can get a translation, but let's clarify the goal of learning a language: free spontaneous communication or reading and writing with a dictionary. Frequent reference to a dictionary hinders the development of language intuition, lowers motivation, and reduces confidence. A teacher should explain the meaning of an unfamiliar word using context, visual aids, or schematic images. For example, you can draw the word house, write the chemical formula for water, or depict the pronouns he and she schematically. What is important at the initial stage of learning a language? At the beginning of language learning, any contact with the teacher is important, even nonverbal. The joy of understanding and positive emotions build confidence in the student. If a student understands a word without a dictionary, they think that it's not so difficult and that they can succeed. Would you like to add anything else for our viewers? Dear friends, don't be afraid to learn Russian. Don't think it's very difficult. Everything is possible and within your reach. Gadgets are useful, of course, we don't argue with that. But at the initial stage of working with a teacher, try to do without them. It's better to talk more with your teacher. Believe in yourself and your abilities. You will succeed. If you liked this video, subscribe to our channel and like it. We will be grateful to you.